Hello everyone and welcome back to replay cast number I don't even know, but doesn't matter. This is a game submitted to me by Duro, and it's a ranked game of Duro against Captain. You probably know both of these players, so there's not much to talk about there. But yeah, anyways, on the blue side we have Duro playing a General Soviet deck, and on the red side we have Captain playing, I believe, a Red Dragon General deck, so no specializations on either side. So this should be funky. Let's just speed this up and see what happens. Because usually deployment takes a while, and there we go. Gonna keep it at ×2 for now, just to save some time. Cause yeah, you probably don't have 40 minutes to spend watching me talk shit in my mic and just. I've been over this already, I don't think I need to repeat myself. Anyways, yeah, both players starting off with exceptional optics, so it looks like they want that early game vision, just trying to find out what their opponent is doing. And yeah, so it looks like Duro not really sending much to his flanks, unlike Captain. He's not really sending much to middle, it looks like, and most of his stuff is going to the flanks rather. So we have kind of conflicting playstyles here, but that always makes for interesting gameplay. I don't know why you keep your HQ7s in a group like that. That's just bad. Just so bad. Anyways, we have First Blood being drawn by Duro. Let's just slow this down because we have some action. That recon got shut down, and yeah, these legions gonna have to walk. They're not the 90s version. I don't know what Captain is doing, but we'll just let them be. Okay, so we have a B tier 90 sneaking around. Looks like we have another one sneaking as well. So Duro trying to do some mid-game shenanigans. We'll see what he manages to pull off with those. Meanwhile, not much action aside from these legions, just trying to take this town. But with the amount of units that Captain has present here, it's gonna be hard for Duro to defend this. So it looks like he's prepping for a middle push, but I think he's a bit reluctant because he doesn't know what's ahead. I mean, why otherwise would he have so many tanks here and so much infantry? So we'll just have to wait and see. We have Captain actually making a move. Very, very solid move. I like doing this. Yeah, once you have this town and this little forest line, I mean, instead of just playing it passively, you can try to push, and it's exactly what Captain is doing, but he's kind of lacking infantry to secure these forests. Maybe he could even take this town if he wanted to. I just think he's trying to distract Duro more than anything else, really. But yeah, what else is going on? It looks like Duro is now reinforcing his flanks because he did play the early game very leniently there. So we do also have some BTRs trying to secure this forest, which is always nice because this forest is super important. I'll just check these VTRs. Okay, they're still driving away, so it should be a while. And ooh, let's slow this down because we have some action in the middle. Let's just try and get a good angle. We have Captain bunching up his infantry, trying to make a foothold here, it looks like. We do have WZ managing to sneak through the echo, so sorry about that. We'll see if he manages to actually do something with that. But these BTRs and these Liren are not really gonna be an effective counter to this B1. He's just gonna have a field day mopping everything up here. But we do have a J7 coming in, so let's see if he is successful with that. Manages to kill the VDV, so that was a nice little strike there. Captured the FOB, but unfortunately the WZ died. So I would like to see Captain turn off the FOB just to troll Duro. It's always fun when you capture the enemy supplies. And they capture them back and they're like, why isn't this repairing? It's because it's turned off, you idiot. Anyways, yeah. Looks like Captain managed to actually make a dent in Duro's defensive line, but he's not really taking advantage of this as well as he could. I mean, we do have these Yakundes moving up, but once again, not a fan of blobbing up like this. But who am I to judge, right? So I'll just see what happens and not talk so much shit about players playing the game the way they want to. So we do have this ZTZ in a very nice spot actually, intercepting that recon there for Duro. So Duro's flank is not really looking all that well, but then again Captain's not really taking advantage of it as much as he should be. But it looks like he's focused on middle, so maybe it will work out for him. Just have to wait and see. But these BTRs are just, I guess they're chilling for now. See what happens later. And let's just speed this up again. We do have some more action on. I'll slow it down then. I'm sorry, I'm bad with this replay micro. Yeah, that's the thing now. But yeah, we have these Yakindes actually moving in, having a firefight with a Spetsnaz and VDV squad. This little guy here should definitely move back instead of, okay, I guess, sacrifices for the glorious motherland or fatherland or whatever. But yeah, you definitely don't want to throw away Yakindes. They're really expensive and they're also really good. So yeah, not much happening here. We can just focus in the middle until these two BTRs decide to actually do something. But yeah, for now, it's all here. We can, I guess, zoom in a bit. Wouldn't hurt. I'll pay attention to the minimap just in case something happens and I miss it and then you guys yell at me for being a bad caster. But we have this B1 coming up. I don't think the Liran is actually going to do anything at all. Let me just check. That's 14 AP versus 15 front armor. Yeah, it's just a lost cause there. This Liran squad is as good as dead. Do you have a ballsy ZTZ? Trying to score some kills, it looks like. But the Liran, oh, not managing to get that Spetsnaz. It's really lucky. Maybe the ZTZ will get it, but it's not going to be worth it. Yeah. With these Morskayas and this B1 here in the back line, it's a smart choice pulling that back. These Liran should be good enough to deal with the VDV and secure this little forest line, but there should definitely be a lot more reinforcements coming out from Captain if he wants to make a permanent foothold here. Definitely some good anti-tank infantry because these B1s are gonna be a massive annoyance. And yeah. See, this squad is not gonna pull back in time. And this PTZ should definitely maybe be here or something because it's just a nice location. You have vision like so, and you can snipe out everything. And oh, the B1 does go down, so now Captain has a lot more of a chance in pushing out here. But as you can see, the infantry presence by Duro is very strong, so it's not gonna be that easy. And we have a book being called out by Duro. Smart choice because Red Dragon's Air Force kind of dies easily, so, and their seed is super expensive, so this will pay out if it's properly microed and resupplied. But yeah, you see Duro has that covered, so it's not really a problem. I have more basic legions here. I don't understand this choice. Like, out of all the infantry you could get in a Red Dragon deck, not even a specialized deck, just a general Red Dragon deck, you take basic legions. I mean, why? I don't see the appeal of this at all. Anyways, we have another bomber. Probably gonna go down to the tongue. Yes, it does. Does it kill anything? I think it did. There was something here, but I'm not sure what it killed. We do have a ZTQ actually dying there, so Captain calling out another one. And are these BTRs even moving? They've moved about not much at all, so let's just keep our eyes focused here. We do have a CV called out by Captain to secure Foxtrot, which will put him at a +1 bleed. We have a Isle 102. Well, that's interesting. What is he going for? Is this oh no, he's gonna deny the cap. That's a solid play from Duro, really. Because he did have vision on it, so just, yeah, massive setback for Captain there, having to call out another CV if he wants to get that +1. And with his lines thinning, that 100 points, I mean, could have been spent elsewhere, but you can never predict that shit, so yeah. He is securing his flank pretty well though with this helos and a couple of Janshees. Well, not a couple, just one. Still though, same kind of combo in Charlie, but we do have the Spetsnaz rolling out now. And middle kinda slowed down, so not much action from either player, so for the time being we'll just see what's happening here, and if anything happens we'll just move over there. We have a BTR 90 trying to deny the spawn zone while the GRU tries to find the CV. It looks like just a minor little skirmish here, just some legions engaging some Morskayas, so not that big of a deal, I guess. Captain calling out a spare CV. This is a good move by him because He knows there's shit in his base, but he just doesn't really know where it is, you know, except for this BTR. Chances are if you see a transport in your base, it carried infantry. So very much liking this play. It will ensure that even if this CV dies, he always has a spare instead of trying to move back alpha and giving Duro a bleed, and you know, it's not always efficient. But yeah, we do have this nice little pincer maneuver coming up from Duro. Is that even a pincer? I have no idea what I'm talking about sometimes, you'll have to excuse me there. But yeah, very nice flank. So he knows that the CV is here because he's pretty much combed through this entire area, and yeah, he's just, if anything, he's keeping Captain really busy, and he's just solidifying his defenses here, even though he's not really calling out much. But do you have a IL-102 being rallied out on the flank? So, oh, just what the hell, Eugen? That was weird. Yeah, so it looks like he will try to blind bomb the CV. Captain calling out on Mi-25 to deal with this, but just not going well for him. Still nothing happening here, so I can focus on this. Is this... oh my god, he has 2 now. Well, that's a big investment. I mean, considering he has a lot of ground troops already, like, this is kind of excused. And the CV manages to survive with only 2 HP left, but now all these troops are kind of panicked here, while the Jiangxi is worried, so it's all down to him. If he can take out the B-tier 90, CV is safe, so we'll have to see, because there's 2 of them. Oh no, Jiangxi. Oh my god, these B-tier 90s are just molesting everything. So the CV does go down. Captain now has to do something fast if he wants to win this game. Losing your only spawn in this map is not a good idea, especially when your opponent has a lot more ground units than what you have. I mean, I guess they both kind of have the same, just that Captain is a bit more spaced out, so you can ignore that comment. I don't know what this IL-102 bomb, but it's probably not even relevant, so let's just continue talking. And yeah, we have these Yakyundes trying to find the other squad, so yeah. B-tier 90s are kind of wounded and running out of fuel, but I don't think an Mi-25 is the best choice, because if a B-tier 90 is in a forest, then it's just gonna murder this helo, especially if there's 2 of them kind of close to each other. It's not that easy. GRU will most likely take out that B-tier 90, so yeah. I mean, these Yakyundes will make short work of the GRUs, it's just that Captain has to keep this CV safe, otherwise, yeah. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. You see, just that Mi-25s just don't stand a chance. I mean, mainly because the Yak is HE, not AP, so you're not gonna do a great deal of damage to vehicles in forests. You gotta like catch them in the open and unleash a rocket salvo or something. Maybe have a lucky million hit or whatever. That crappy ATGM. But yeah, very nice defense from Captain. Actually managed to hold this off pretty well, I'd say. Even though he lost like a lot of units in that exchange, he even rallied out another CV, which is smart if you can cap Foxtrot later on, or just, you know, keep it as a spare or something. Doesn't matter. But we have Duro calling out a bit more infantry. It looks like he will go for Alpha now, by the looks of things, because he does have a massive blob here, which is ready to roll. There's AA, tanks, BTRs, infantry, and there's not really much stopping him, really. It's just a PGZ and a PTZ, and this BTR actually killing the Alpha CV. So that's kind of big, because now Duro is at a +2. Managed to wreak havoc in Captain's backlines, which, as you can see, yeah, Captain hasn't really reinforced his front lines because of that. And I guess we could speed up a bit now. Oh, it's a Fleta, not a Militka, sorry. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, I don't care. But yeah, okay, so we do have this BTR 90 trying to do some stuff here, but it looks like Captain has taken note of that. And we have oh my god. Oh my god, the plane spam is real. What's gonna happen? If this BTR kills this Mi-25, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh my god, Eugen, what the hell? It's on 1 HP as well, that should not happen. Anyways, we have blind bombing coming out by Duro, but it's not like Captain cares. He has 3 CVs in the area, so whatever. Even if he loses one. He doesn't even lose one. Wow, that's a lucky CV. Okay, let's just go back here now, and and just see what's gonna happen. It looks like we have Duro commencing his assault, so I don't think anything is gonna happen here for the rest of the game. So we can kind of, this is alright, I guess. Okay, so massive infantry push coming out from Duro, trying to actually take Alpha. We have a sneaky ZTQ here, trying to take out this B1, but oh, who's gonna win this? It's gonna be close. Nice, the ZTQ actually managed to take out that B1 there, which means no more tank support for Duro other than this one here, but it's kind of further back. And we have more J7s being rallied out by Captain, killing this little thing here. Nice little strike. The B-turn died to the ZTQ, I imagine, so let's just focus back here for now. And yeah, this isn't looking good for Duro after all. I mean, granted, there's just not much defense here from Captain, but he's trading very well. It's just that this PTZ is in a rough spot. Good thing there's no VDV here, because VDV are OP as fuck. So this PTZ will actually manage to hold the line, which is good. I would definitely like to see one of the HQ7s maybe moved here, because two of them here are kind of redundant. You should always like space out your AA instead of having it clumped out, because you know, you want to catch the plane as it evacs or as it flies by. So I don't even know what I'm talking about. Never mind. Like as a concave mainly. So you know, planes will mainly evac like so or like so, and you just want to have more AA placed around the perimeter so that you get more exposure time, so to say, and fuck shit up. But yeah, PTZ 89 not so, oh, kind of lucky, but ZTQ not lucky at all, dying to that B1. MiG did get shot down though, so not really cost effective for Duro. We have another ZTQ rolling out here. I love these things, they're so OP. Just don't tell Eugen about them. And yeah, so Duro kind of stalling now. You should definitely be using these Morskayas to push. Maybe just repair up this infantry here, which is doing right now, as you can see by his logistical micro. And yeah, we could speed up now, I guess, because not much is happening at all. I guess they're just both reinforcing their lines now, except Captain. Captain doesn't give a fuck. He has PGZs and PTZs to defend. Looks like he will put down a Yakinde squad. I kind of like the Yakinde and BTR-80A combo. It's just that I don't like the availability hit. But this is super sexy right here. I have, oh my god, Duro. I mean, it kind of makes sense at this point because he has a lot of ground units, but still, that's a lot of planes. Did shoot something. Now let me just see what he shot down. That was just an 88. It's not that important. And that bombing run killed fuck all. So, I don't know. It's not really paying off. I think he should be using his massive bomber army to, you know, synergize it with his pushes, because just sniping CVs is not really going to do much, especially if your opponent is very aware of what's happening. But if he just bombed all of this and then just moved in, it would have worked out a lot. Even if he didn't kill anything, he would have just displaced his units, made it a lot easier to push him out of here. We have another counter. I wouldn't call this a counter attack, but kind of it's more Yakinde just dying. And it looks like it's round number 2 for Mr. Duro, trying to take this shit back. Well, not back. He never had it in the first place, just trying to take it. But yeah, let's see what's happening. This ZTZ would be more useful here, I think, because then you can just get side shots on everything that's kind of crossing this little pathway here and getting exposed. And we have just a yak playing around. We have an Mi-24D going around the side. We'll have to see if that actually manages to do something, but for the time being, let's just focus here. Is this the time that Duro makes it? We'll just have to wait and see. The HQ7's only hitting once. Kind of unlucky there. But I think this is it for this PTZ, because there's just a lot of units here now. and there's VDV as well, and you're not really gonna kill VDV in a forest this close to you. So I keep saying so a lot. I don't know why. It's just a force of habit, I guess. This PGZ is as good as dead. Unless he manages to kill everything here at once. That would be kind of impressive. But nope. Now, there's nothing in Alpha except the ZTZ. And here comes the massive bomber army again. Look at that formation. Let's see what he manages to do with this. What's he bombing? Oh, he got shot down. Was that the Yak? That was the Yak. Got shut down. So did the Su-24. He bombed nothing as well. Oh my god, that was so bad for Duro. He lost 2 planes and his IL-102's got badly damaged. Captain lost only 1 plane in return. I'm sorry if I keep pausing, but I just don't know what the fuck these planes are. That's just a J7 or something, so that's not a big deal, I guess. I don't even know if he was bombing or trying to kill something with the PLs. But that doesn't matter because Captain has to do something, otherwise he'll lose. And it looks like Duro forgot about this guy here, which is okay because this push is glorious. I have the ZTZ, a nice counter for T-72As, but not at this range and not against this this odds or whatever. Yeah, he will lose that. He should be pulling that back. Okay, he does, but he doesn't do it in time, so he does lose that tank. Now Captain has to get Duro out of here. We have more reinforcements pumping out for Duro. Let's see what Captain is buying. Just tanks, not much. I wish you could see like how many points players are floating, because that would explain a lot. Because I feel like Captain should be just hurling troops into Alpha at this point. As you can see, Duro even bought a Buratino. Holy shit, he means business. More infantry. I guess this is either Spetsnaz or Morskayas, and he has a lot more units just coming out on the field as opposed to Captain, who's just buying units sparsely here and there. And yeah. If he even had some tankish ushers, I don't think he has them in this deck, because we probably would have seen them already. Because it's a general deck, it's sometimes really hard to fit all the glorious Red Dragon infantry, but yeah, tankish ushers are basically a must. Especially for situations like this. Like, you just plop them down here and you can just deny infantry and tanks from suppressing your position, you know, unless they get bombed, but that's okay, because he has AA on the side. And if you put some AA here as well, then that's just a really narrow corridor for Duro, and it's gonna be really hard for him to pull off those bombing runs. And that ZTZ actually moved there, so that's cool. Okay, I guess we could speed up a bit again. I guess Duro's waiting for this Buratino before moving up. Smart choice, you don't want to waste your units for nothing. Especially at this point. I mean, that's true for any point. I don't even know why I said that. But whatever. Yeah, the Semi-24 is definitely forgotten. And we do have the B1 kind of going in balls deep. We can slow that down. ZTQ on the flank, but it looks like is he spotted by the BRDM. He's kind of spotted. And it does go down, so that was nice little ZTQ micro there. Oh my god, even killed the BRDM. Okay. I don't know how this tank got damaged, but doesn't matter. I'm actually not seeing any supplies being rallied out by Captain whatsoever, which is kind of weird. And the Janshis, no, they get caught out in the open, loses a bunch of them, but HQ7 managing to kill that recon there, so not like it matters. Recon doesn't see shit in this game, but still nice little kill there for Captain. I mean, especially considering it was a K-52, it can actually shut down these PGZs relatively easily, so that's a nice little kill. And we have the Buratino fire pummeling this town. Did he fire the whole salvo? No, he's refiring now. We have the push coming out from Duro. More ZTQs by Captain. This is just ZTQ heaven, this game, and ZTZs everywhere as well. I like how he's using the 85-2s a lot. I don't use them that much, but they're an excellent tank nevertheless. I actually prefer the 88 because it's like cheaper and more spammable. and they sorta perform the same, but I mean, obviously this is better. I'm just saying. Anyways, yeah, Captain out of +1. I forgot to mention that. Points are relatively tied, but this push might actually break it for Captain and make it for Duro. So let's just see how it's gonna fare out. What was this? Just a transport, unimportant. Whatever. We have a CV as well being called out by Duro, so he's definitely going to do some stuff. Is that CV even spotted? I swear I saw the ZTZ shoot there. Maybe he was shooting at the Morskas or something. I'm not too sure. But no, it wasn't an HE shell. You can like differentiate them. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We have some flamers being called out by Captain, trying to push back this infantry. There's a lot of infantry here now, and this is what I meant by putting the ZTZ here. Now he has rear armor shots for days, as long as he can just keep this open. This side should be kind of clear. Another J7 dying there. Not too sure. I think he got the CV. Yeah, he did. But oh no, Captain has his own CV. So Captain's still at +1, mainly because he's holding Bravo. Yeah, another PTZ here. So this will be good enough to just shut this down. And look at that. Look at that. Come on, Eugen. That's insane, man. This thing needs a nerf. And yeah, we have another ZTZ here. So really nice concave from Captain, forcing Duro to expose all of his flanks when attacking Alpha. As you can see, Duro hasn't really made much headway in terms of giving himself some breathing room. Like usually when pushing Alpha, you at least want this little patch of wood secured and some infantry here just denying that. This is a bonus as well. I mean, you obviously want these buildings cleared if you're going to be pushing this deep. But we have the glorious bombing run once again. Let's see what Duro does with it this time. Will all this infantry die? Or will Duro just go for the CV snipe? Okay, he does go for the CV snipe. Probably a smart choice in this case. Normally I don't defend CV snipes, but he has numerical advantage here. He can take out these legions, so bombing that would have been futile. But taking out the CV, not so much, because now he's at a +1 lead and massive presence here. But you should definitely be moving some of these tanks up, trying to support this, because all of this infantry here by itself is just gonna get overwhelmed in time, you know. It's just attrition basically. But yeah, this is holding him back basically. The ZTQ here kind of denies this road, this pathway movement. There's actually two of them, so coming in like this is pretty much just a suicide mission. Coming in like so as well, he has a ZTZ here and a ZTZ here and a PTZ here, so the only way he could actually reinforce this is if he goes through the woods into the town and then kind of awkwardly like this. Maybe if he smoked, but I don't think he has mortars in his deck. Maybe it does. I should probably look at decks before I cast, but I'm too lazy to do that. ZTQ going down to the B1. So never mind my comments, you're actually pushing up this left side here. And points are still tied, man. 7 minutes to go, and Captain can win this game if he forces Duro out of Alpha, or maybe if he captures Foxtrot somehow, but I don't think he's really going to focus there much. This is the important thing right now, and we have a 64 BV, and normally don't see this tank that much. I mean, it's not bad, it's just that, I don't know. Like, I prefer the BV one, just so much better. You don't really need that ATGM in most cases. But I think you actually gain one more AP. Yeah, this is 20 AP on the main gun. BV1 is 19, so I guess that makes sense. And yeah, against ZTZs and PTZs and ZTQs, this is a perfect counter. Which is weird. I mean, an 85 2A for Captain would have also been a good choice, considering he's not playing a spec deck. But yeah, I mean, it's still working out for him, so. Have that ATGM. Did not manage to hit, of course, because why would they? Yeah, we have just so much reinforcements coming out from Duro, and Captain just not giving a fuck. Just buying the occasional unit here and there. I think he's floating like 500 points and has no idea what to do with them. Meanwhile, Duro's just pumping out bombers and helos and heavy tanks and supplies and infantry, and it's just crazy. Okay, let's see what this bomber manages to do this time. Looks like Captain will dodge that in time. There's some friendly fire there, but that was alright. Actually, did they shoot anything down? Yes, they did. What is this plane? I-102 did go down for Duro. But with 5 minutes to go, I don't think it actually matters at all. But yeah, Duro more than anything just really needs a CV, because him being an alpha is just like kind of pointless if he's not capitalizing on that. I mean, you know, especially with Captain holding Bravo, it's just giving him a +1 lead, and now Captain might actually catch up, and that will be super bad for Duro with only like 4 minutes to go. We have helos rolling out, probably a good idea considering Captain only has one HQ7, and if all those missiles hit, that will be enough for that. Actually managed to kill the CV, kind of impressed, but he should be pulling that back now because just one more hit and that would have been killed. What? He lost vision and killed it? How does this game work? What? Eugen. I'm not even gonna bother anymore. Anyways, we have a CV rallied out by Duro trying to capture Alpha. We also have a CV by Captain trying to capture Alpha. This is kind of neck and neck. I don't know if this is a draw. I mean, yeah, actually this is a draw at this point. If Duro can maintain that advantage, he should be good. But as you can see, Captain's still at a +1 now. This is a close game. A really close game. Which is kind of funny because Duro should have steamrolled Alpha by this point. Especially with the lack of a solid ground presence by Captain, if anything. I mean, he does have like nice unit combos, just that they're very scattered, you know. And yeah, what did that ZTZ engage? If he manages to get a side shot on a Bertina, that'd be hilarious, but I think he missed, which is a bit unfortunate. But we do have Captain making somewhat of a comeback with Flamers engaging these Morskayas, but that BV1 providing some nice fire support. Nice side shot from the ZTZ. B1 misses, and ZTZ should definitely pull back now because he's on 1 HP, but no, Duro decides to retreat first, even though front armor facing that 85, he should be totally good. We do have the MTV, might actually get the... How is he missing? Okay, he's shaking, I guess that makes sense. And the BV1 finished that one off, but it's okay. That ZTZ did its job, and Bertino is now stunned. Rather, yeah, stunned and panicked. So that should be good enough. What is he bombing? Don't bomb your own troops. Don't bomb your own troops again. He bombed his own troops again. Okay, well, we all saw that. It's pretty funny. Okay, HQ7's out of ammo, and looks like the M is trying to snipe them, but I don't think we'll get this. If he only had supplies here, he probably would have been able to kill this. But yeah, actually, Captain is rallying out some supply trucks. 3 and 2, that's 5 to be precise. Meanwhile, Duro is just hauling them back and forward because he does have an FOB to go along with that. But Duro letting this one slip. Captain at a solid lead now. 4 more points and he's going to be in the lead. Rather, 2 more points. It's enough to secure him a minor victory. And even if Duro manages, and actually if Duro puts it here, it will be +1 for him. But yeah, let's just speed this up a bit because not much action happening at this point. And now Duro at a +1 with 1 minute to go. Can Captain prevent this from reaching a stalemate? Some helos trying to last ditch effort this shit, but just not. He's running into glorious ZPTUs, and they're gonna absolutely shred this. Plus a TY90, wow. Talk about overkill. Duro at +2. Okay, because Captain is moving his units. We have an SU-24M trying to bomb something, but it's not really doing anything, I guess. probably just flying into death. Yeah, TY90 managed to take that out. And the game ends with a perfect draw. That's insane. But yeah, I don't know why the game bugs out when they did this, but yeah, I hope you guys liked that game. It was a fun little back and forth, really tense and close match, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.